Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It has been forever since I filmed or posted anything, but I really need to get on these pregnancy updates. So today I am 11.5 weeks and I'm gonna film several videos today. So if you see me looking the exact same, that's why. But I want to film a video of like how I found out and how I told my family, and then also an update. So first I'm going to get into how I found out. So Austin and I had just started talking about trying. We were thinking about trying like after August, closer to Emerson's 2nd birthday, which is in February. But that month I thought I was avoiding ovulation, and I was wrong. I ovulated 2 weeks late. So my next period was late, and I took a test a couple days after, but I didn't think that it was possible for me to be pregnant, so it was negative and I went on with my life. And like 2 weeks later, I still hadn't got my period, and I was like, this is weird, because pretty much since I had Emerson, I started my cycle again around like 7 months postpartum, and I was still breastfeeding, but they were still pretty regular. They were regular after I quit breastfeeding, so I knew it was kind of weird that it was 2 weeks late. So I took another test. It was just one Friday night. I was feeling really nauseous, and I thought, this is weird. So, but I had just started some new medicine, so I wasn't sure if it was that. I really thought it was that. So I went to the bathroom, and all I had was like the really cheap strip test that you can get off Amazon, that you can get like a bunch of ovulation and pregnancy tests. And I took that, and I think, I'm trying to remember, I took one and I just kind of like laid it on my leg, and almost immediately, I'm pretty sure there was a line, and it was faint, but I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh. So immediately I was like shaking and like seriously hyperventilating, like holy crap. And I didn't know what to do, because I surprised Austin last time, and I assumed that like this time I would do the same thing. Honestly, I hadn't even thought about that because we were not trying. So yeah, I FaceTimed Megan because I wanted a surprise, and I wasn't sure if I could surprise Austin, so I called Megan and we freaked out together. And then I told her, I was like, there's no way I can go back in there and act normal, like I'm freaking out. So we got off the phone, and I took a second one, and I think it was even darker. So I took the test back in the bedroom. Austin had no idea that I was gonna take tests. And I walked back in the bedroom, and I laid down on the bed, and I just stared at him, and he was like, what? And I showed him my hand that was shaking, and he was like, what? Like, why are you shaking? And I said, why do you think? And he was like, you're pregnant. And I was like, yep. And he was so nonchalant. He was fine, excited, and I just immediately started crying. Like, it all hit me. I was thinking, oh my gosh, Emerson still needs me. Like, I'm gonna have 2 under 2, like freaking out a little bit. And Austin was just like, why are you crying? Like, it's okay, it's fine. Like, we wanted them 2 years apart. They're gonna be almost exactly 2 years apart. Well, at that point, I kind of thought that I estimated my due date by my last missed period. So I thought it was gonna be December 26th, but turns out it's January 9th. So that's how I found out. Austin was super excited. I was freaking out, but I was excited too. And then by like the next day or the day after, I was so excited and already couldn't picture it any other way. Emerson is so independent and helpful and loving, and I just feel like it's gonna be a perfect time to bring home another baby. So yeah, Austin and I decided that we wanted to wait to tell everybody else pretty much until we went to the doctor. The only people we told were people that we were around in person that would know, like if I wasn't drinking or whatever, or that would get suspicious. And I just don't want, I was like this with Emerson, I didn't want anybody to find out that way by being like, you're pregnant, aren't you? And me having to say yeah or deny it. We told my mom and my brother and my sister-in-law and their kids at a dance recital, because we were there and I was like sick, and we went out to eat after, and I just couldn't not tell them. So we told them, and they were all just like really shocked but excited. And honestly, that's the same for everybody. I didn't record reactions this time. I'm kind of sad about it. But my dad was the same way. And I think that's about all that we told because they were like around us often. And then after we went to the doctor and got an ultrasound and got it confirmed, then we shared with everybody else. And like I said, everybody was just shocked and really excited. Everybody's hoping that we have a boy since we have Emerson. Okay, so I think instead of splitting this into 2 videos, I'm just gonna put timestamps in the description and let you know that where to go if you want to watch a certain part of it. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go into my appointments and how I've been feeling and all that. Like I said, I'm 11.5 weeks. My weeks roll over on Mondays. I'm due January 9th, so like almost exactly a month before Emerson's birthday. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about probably just my 8-week appointment. When I found out, I was like, I thought by my missed period that I was like 6 weeks already, I think. So when I called and made my appointment, that's how they did it, based off of my last period. And we only had to wait about 2 weeks to go in and see the doctor. When they did the ultrasound, it was confirmed that I ovulated late and that I was like 2 weeks behind that. So when I went in, I was only like 6 weeks and 3 days, I think. The heart rate was in the 120s. I think it was 122, which was way lower than Emerson. Emerson's was like 162 or 163. But I think that was because it was so much earlier on. With Emerson, we went at 8 weeks. So anyways, the appointment went really well. I didn't really have any concerns other than being really sick. So like I said, that's how I found out. I was really nauseous, and I want to look in my phone and see. I think I took notes of, yeah, so I've had a lot of symptoms. I feel like everything you can think of this time around. So I've had nausea, which I'm still dealing with. It's a lot better now. It's mostly just at night before I go to bed, but I'm taking Unisom B6 for that, and it helps me a lot. I've felt really faint, and I still feel that way. It's less now, but for a while it was awful. Like every time I would stand up, which if you have a toddler or you're a stay-at-home mom or anything, like you understand, you're up and down all day. And every time I would stand up, I would kind of have to like hold on to something because I felt like I was gonna pass out. It's still kind of like that if I stand up too quick or if I'm outside where it's hot. But for the most part, that's better, thank God. I've been really tired. It was bad in the beginning, kind of went away, and now it's back. I've had really, really weird dreams. My chest has been a little sore. Not too bad, but definitely tender. And then that's all I had written down. I stopped taking notes. But I have already had some pubic pain, which I had awful with Emerson, but I don't remember when it started. I definitely think I was further along, so I'm kind of nervous. It hasn't been too bad yet. It just feels kind of like bruised or sore here and there. It's not like severe pain. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything for the beginning up to like 8 weeks. I'm gonna film another video now about from 8 to like 12 weeks and my appointment yesterday and all that. So I think I'm gonna post them pretty close together within like a day apart. So if you're watching this, go to look and see if I've posted the second video yet. I'll have it linked below if I have. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that y'all are excited for me to film all these pregnancy videos again. I'm so excited to experience pregnancy and labor and all that again. I feel like I just have so much more appreciation, less nerves, and I just know how fast it goes, so I want to soak up every minute. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.